Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Panda Pops and I like to bring you blockchain, gaming and crypto related content. If that sounds like something that you are into, then don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload brand new videos. For today, we are going to be taking a first look into the Sandbox's game maker. If you don't know what the Sandbox is, then do check out my video on what is the Sandbox, linked up above. Should be able to see it up above me, and also in the description. I really do suggest if you are in crypto, go check that out. Lots of really good information for you to fully understand what the Sandbox is and what you can currently do within the Sandbox. So we're going to take a first look at the game maker, so let's go have a quick look. First thing you're going to need to do is navigate to the Sandbox game website and go to create and build experiences, and this is where you're going to be able to download Game Maker. Game Maker is completely free for you to use. There is no investment needed. You are able to use the software completely for free. So do go download Game Maker first. The really good thing about Game Maker is that there is no code required. So you do not need to know how to code to be able to create experiences. Now, this doesn't mean that it's super simple to create experiences. It's just a much easier barrier of entry to create those experiences. So once you have downloaded Game Maker, let's go and get it opened up. Once you've downloaded, you'll be greeted with a screen like this. It'll ask you to log in, so you will need to have a Sandbox account to be able to log in. So make sure you have created a Sandbox account. You can build or start playing. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you'd like to publish your experience and potentially monetize it, you will need to own a land. So there is that payment there that you would need to do. You would need to purchase or own a land. However, if you do not have the money to be able to purchase a land, what you can do is you can enter the amazing game jams that are run, because those game jams do allow you to receive a land as part of the prize, as well as sand rewards. So you could use those sand rewards to go towards purchasing a land if you like as well. So you can either build or start playing. Let's quickly go to the start playing section because we can talk about this bit real quickly. So start playing is absolutely anyone can upload an experience to the gallery. So you do not need to own land to be able to upload an experience to the gallery. You can have it uploaded there, and if your friends have downloaded Game Maker, they will be able to come into the Game Maker, go to start playing, obviously tell your friends the name of your experience. And one thing that is done currently on Game Jams is they all are judged and played through the gallery. But let's go into the build one. So we are greeted with this, so you can start an experience from scratch. There is a section for tutorials you can create from a template. This also shows you what's happening. So they tell you about the Builders Challenge that is currently happening at the time of this video. They have whatever game jam is happening at the same time. You can click on these to take you to different areas as well. So to buy assets. If you're not using VoxEdit and other free software, then you can buy assets to place in your experiences. But you can also create your own assets using VoxEdit, or you can use the free ones given to you by the Sandbox in here. This will take you to go get land, and this will take you get your experiences with NFTs and avatars. So this will actually take you to the central Git book where we have so much information. It's basically like the Sandbox's Wikipedia, so do go check that out. Then we have workspaces here. So this is all of the experiences that you have created. So your workspace is everything that you have created, everything that you are doing. We then have templates. So these are templates created by the Sandbox that are placed here for you to help you basically create an experience. So they have some really helpful templates in here. So let's start from scratch. we can choose a certain theme. Do we want the land to be empty? Lake, desert, never, meadow, Antarctica, jungle, islands. I'm going to check that because I've never been in that one. You can select the size. Preferably, I would start with a 1x1. A 1x1 is a really good size to start with. And the experience's name, we're just going to call this Tester 1. As you can see, this has already terraformed the land for you. So it's already given you sort of a landscape there. If you had gone for empty, it would just be just a standard empty plot of land, no water, everything's just flat. As this is like a first look, I'm just going to go through some of these features, and if you would like, we'll do more sort of individual shorter videos for each little piece, if that is what you would like to see. If there is anything that you would like to know more about or for me to cover, please do leave a comment down below so I know what you guys want to be learning. Right at the top, we've got file, so we've got save, so you can save, you can go to the main menu, or you can quit to desktop. Then in edit, undo, redo, and then your settings. So settings, I like to have mine in borderless window. Resolution is at top. Messages, so this will control all of the messages. So you can actually delete any messages that are in here that you don't want to keep anymore. Your controls, so this will show you all of the controls, your builder controls and your play controls. And then licenses, so view the document. We're not going to go through that, but view that in your own time. And then a publish button, so create experience play page, publish on the map, or share in the gallery. So if you don't own land, you're going to want to be sharing in the gallery. If you're entering game jams, you're also going to want to be sharing in the gallery. If you have land, then you might want to go and create your experience page and then publish onto the map afterwards. So we have the next step that we're going to go through is we have our objectives. So this is where we add our quests if we want to add any quests. So we can say quest collect ducks. Do we want auto unlock? So does this just unlock as soon as the player enters the experience? So as soon as they enter, is this quest unlocked? Or does it require a message? The require message will be further on in the experience, maybe they interact, they talk to an NPC. That will then send a message which will unlock that quest. Then our player. So we can sort our avatar out. So the player's avatar or a custom avatar. Currently right now, general users are unable to create avatars and sell those avatars within the sandbox. It's only selected for like selected IPs and some special partners to be able to have avatar collections within the sandbox or bridged collections. What you can do is you can have a custom avatar. You click custom avatar and you can go through and you can select anything that you want. Do you want your keep in mind, every player will play as this custom avatar. They will only be that avatar in your experience, no other experiences. So it doesn't carry over. And then controller. So this will have all of the behaviors. So there's sprint, slides. These are all locked. You cannot increase these. You can increase the auto jump height. Swimming enabled, oxygen enabled. So if they're in anything that is fluid, like the water, then they will have an oxygen bar. Full damage enabled. So this is always enabled on start. So if you don't want people to have full damage, do toggle that off. And then we have our components. So we have our health, checkpoints, instant death messages. Are there any damaging blocks? If there is, then you would select which blocks do damage. So if you have lava, you may want the lava blocks to do damage. And then gameplay. So start screen. Do you want a start on off like a special start screen? Camera welcoming, camera's target. Game rules. So this is new to 0.9, but there's lots. This is a really big addition that has helped many players do more unique experiences. But you can do lots of different rules here. We've got maths, time, comparisons, change variable menus, game screen, camera. So this will determine the camera's position. And you can change the camera's distance, strafe travel time, camera running max, sprinting max, offset, all of that. You can adjust all of these. The ambience, so select the lighting that the experience has. Asset placement, so click place assets on the map. To get the asset library opened up, a shortcut is L. And they are organized into all basic, so these are the ones by the Sandbox, drafts, exclusive, so I don't have any exclusive assets, and that's for blocks, characters. You also get owned, so if you own them, if they are minted NFTs, do you own them? Wishlisted, so these now put all of your wishlisted items in one place. If you do use wishlisted items, be aware that if you want to publish the experience, you do need to own those items. So they're organized through different categories. So blocks are your terrain blocks. They are always 1 meter within Sandbox, which is 32 by 32 by 32. Characters, props, equipment. So we have logic asset, logic light, post-processing, VFX, and weather. Presets, if you've got any presets. Presets currently are only saved to the experience you're working into. So you can select an asset, click move, click rotate, area selection, duplicate. So we select the asset we wish to replace. We want to replace it with max. Just replace that one. We can replace all, or we can replace just that single one. For terrain, you can do freehand, do diamond, shapes. You can change the width, height, cube. Let's have our character selected right here. So we can choose whether she has any collisions on her. So you can go to behaviors, and this is where we can add a whole bunch of stuff. So we can make her an animated decoration. So we can select that and we can choose what animation we wish her to have. You can select whether it's on an infinite loop, and then play conditions. You can also have it so it can be interrupted, so different animations will happen after each other. So maybe the play conditions is on detect player, so once the player gets to a certain range, she'll wave high. Maybe the player will go up to her and talk to her, and then a message at the end, so after they've spoken, whatever message is sent, will then make the next animation play. So maybe the next animation is her walking away, or is her fainting, or whatever makes sense for your experience. Next thing is you can add components. So is she a collectible? Does it drop anything? Does she have health? Is there an indicator over her? NFT display is more for actual frames, so you wouldn't use that on her. Pickable, does she play sound? Is she a speaker? Other behaviors as well is, does she spawn assets? Is she a bird, a button, a light, message broadcaster, plant? All of these, some are single player synchronized and some are multiplayer, and we can go over the differences of what the single player multiplayer things are in a different video, because that's a whole other thing. With the duck collection we wanted to do, so let's make this collectible. So we want it to be collectible. Is there collisions? So does the player collide with it? Yes. And because it's a collectible, all collectibles should have no collisions on them. Collect amount. So this is how many this duck counts towards being collected. So we only want it to be once. Is it droppable? No, we don't want the duck to be dropped. And then the tags. So we want it to have the duck tag, because that's what our quest allows us. And we are just going to duplicate these ducks. There we go. Load on in, so we've pressed tab. We've got the quest, collect ducks. There we go, so collect, there we go, collected 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it auto-completes, so our quest is done. Hopefully this video will be helpful for you new time users wanting to try out Game Maker. A lot of it is very, very simple. And the Sandbox also have loads of tutorial live streams, whether that's Fox Edit or Game Maker related live streams. So do go check out the Sandbox's live streams if you are interested in learning more on how to create experiences and how to create quests. Please do leave a comment down below on what you thought. What would you like to see me covering more in these videos? Do you want more Game Maker videos going over some of those behaviors and components? Would you like to see more Vox Edit tutorial videos as well? Please do let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check out some of these other videos. Check out the description for what is the Sandbox if you are brand new, and some other helpful links as well. And as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the metaverse. Goodbye.